January loves winning the Europa League, and that's why I am so excited to add a Europa League patch to my Aston Villa kit. This is going to be a full at-home DIY tutorial using a home iron. So if you've been waiting to press your own patches, this video is for you. Supplies. Here's what you're going to need. Your Aston Villa kit or another kit, the official Europa League badge or whatever else you're using, a home iron, your ironing board or a flat heat-resistant surface, a piece of parchment paper or wax paper, a small piece of cardboard to fit inside the sleeve, and a ruler or measuring tape. It's easier to use one, but you won't need a big, fancy, expensive heat press for this. This is all about making it work at home with just a bit of care and attention. Step 1, prep. So first things first, let's prep the shirt. I've already washed and dried it. I highly recommend doing that to get rid of any creases, shrinkage, or loose threads. Now get it off the hanger and onto the board. We're going to use the right sleeve. The left sleeve on many shirts already has a sponsor logo. So let's set this up to optimize for that right sleeve. If your shirt has any folds or wrinkles in the sleeve area, you can hit it with a low temperature iron before we start applying patches, just to get everything crisp and smooth. Step 2, positioning the patches. Now let's talk about positioning. The UEFA Europa League badge always goes on the right sleeve. It's just like any other UEFA competition badge. Below the competition badge is the UEFA Foundation badge. It's a new UEFA Foundation badge this year with the 10-year anniversary. This is going just below the competition badge. It's gonna end up looking a little bit like this. There is enough space. That's why we just wanna have a ruler to optimize that. It's really only about a centimeter from each side. It's about 15 centimeters. Yeah, we want to leave about a centimeter, half a centimeter maybe below the bottom, 1 centimeter in between. The badge should line up exactly with the 3 stripes. So that's what I'm optimizing for here today. What we've got to do is insert this piece of cardboard. We don't want to iron it directly on. I would suggest putting your patches on, taking a look at it, making sure you're comfortable with that, and then going ahead to proceed by putting this in. Like I said, it's about 15 centimeters top to bottom, maybe 1 in between. Yeah, you just want to have that one looking left to right. Once you're confident with your placement, just double check it, compare it against some photos, compare it against your other shirts. Don't start ironing until you're certain about this. You can't go back and do it again. You don't want to ruin a perfectly good shirt. Step 3, ironing setup. It's important to get the correct temperature, and this depends on the badges. For flock patches, these are these UEFA patches that feel like felt. We're going to use 170 degrees Celsius. It's about 338 degrees Fahrenheit. That is about what the wool setting is going to be. Let's turn that on to wool. While we prep the patch, we can keep heating this up. Take your parchment paper and cover the badge area. Let's get this paper on here. This paper is going to act as a barrier between the heat and the patch. It prevents burning, melting, any of these unwanted situations that temperature can cause. Give it one last check before we start applying heat. Step 4, application. Here we go. This is where we have to be super careful. Obviously, this is hot, so if you've never used an iron before, get help from somebody who has. Once you see the indicator that the temperature is ready, apply firm, direct pressure straight down onto it. Don't rub the iron, don't shift the patch, just straight pressure like you're sealing something down. So we're gonna give it 15 seconds. Gonna give it 5 more seconds just to make sure everything is covered and the glue is gonna set into the shirt. You just wanna make sure you have that cardboard completely under it so it gets a nice even surface for the glue. If you can feel anything moving with your finger, you know that the glue is not perfectly set on there. I'm happy with this so far. Got 1 more to keep going with. Good solid centimeter in between. Parchment paper going back on, 15 seconds. I'm gonna try not to put it onto the Europa League portion because I don't want to give it extra heat or loosen up that glue that's now starting to solidify. 15 seconds, we're off. Iron off. If you think you're done using the iron, turn it off right away. Again, just be safe. I think we've done it. We've got it right here. How about that? How's that looking? Europa League ready? Come on, we're winning it this year. Post-press care tips. Now that the patches are on, here are a few quick tips. Don't wash the shirt for at least 48 hours. Let the adhesive fully cure. When you do wash it by hand. Don't throw it in the washer. Definitely don't throw it in the dryer. Turn the shirt inside out, give it a cold wash, use some gentle soap, preferably unscented, and air dry the shirt only to protect the patch and the fabric. Trust me, if you do take care of it, this patch will last for years. I've worn last season's Villa kit hundreds of times, washed it at least a dozen, and this patch is still perfectly placed. Why am I so excited about this season? We've done the Conference League, we've done the Champions League, and now we've completed the collection with the Europa League badge. Last season didn't exactly end how we wanted, but Villa are back. We've gone from dreaming about Europe to living it 3 years in a row. It may not be the Champions League, but it's definitely not the Conference League. The Europa League has some proper clubs and amazing cities to explore on away days. Best of all, European nights return to Villa Park. So take this already beautiful Aston Villa away kit to the next level with a stunning Europa League badge combo. And that's it, footy fam. This was way easier than you might think and definitely doesn't take as long as the length of this video. But if you're still watching, I really appreciate you staying, hanging out, supporting the channel, and hey, just chatting about kits. If you did watch this all the way through, consider becoming a member right here on YouTube or support via Patreon. And if you give this tutorial a try, tag me in your photos, tag me in your videos, send me a DM. I want to see how it turned out. I've got more kit content, patch tutorials, and Villa content coming out all season. Thanks for watching, and as always, up the Villa.